I've got a really, really elaborate introduction with sound effects in the studio right now.
Yes.
Okay, ready, dude?
Yeah,
It's going to
so
be kind
ready.
of complicated. All right, ready?
Helping
New
nerd it all.
technology commence.
Science.
Pretty funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, everybody? The Moot Points podcast is back for like the third or fourth time. This time, Patrick, with a vengeance.
A vengeance?
A vengeance like this.
Sounds aggressive. Oh, yeah, we got sound effects, and they're aggressive.
Bam!
Boom.
Want to hear machine gun?
Brian's got a big red button.
Woo!
He's got a bunch of big red buttons.
We are coming at you live from the Amp Radio studios, Side Studio, Studio X, where Pat and I will be doing the podcast. Excited to bring it back. We had to go on hiatus for a little bit. I was hammering out business details and moves across the country and life and everything fun like that. But we're back, and I think now we're going to be on a serious schedule. What do you think, Pat?
Yes. I mean, I wasn't listening to you. I was reading about Logan
Why?
Paul. I was
we'll
reading
get to
about
that
Logan
later.
Paul. I'm sorry.
We'll get to that later. We're going
I'm
to talk about
fascinated by this jackass.
today on the show. We are going to talk about the Winter Olympics. We're going to talk about Logan Paul, this jackass YouTuber that Patrick hates. We'll also talk about my boxing match
don't
coming up this
necessarily
weekend.
hate him.
You hate him.
I don't care for him.
Anyway, so it's good to be back again. I promise. I know I say this every single time that we have we hit a little bit of a snag or kerfuffle.
We took this huge kerfuffle off. We were kerfuffling off the podcast for how long? Like 3 months? 4 months?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It got too hard.
Well, one,
Too
you
much
kept
stuff.
leaving town
Yeah,
to
that's
do
right.
things, and that's a real problem
I'm
for
a
me.
busy man, Brian.
Yeah, no,
Everybody wants a piece of me.
That's great. I mean, you're acting, you're doing a bunch of stuff. We'll actually talk about Pat. He shot a music video. He produced and shot a music video. He's been working
Directed.
directed?
Yeah, it's cooler than
You didn't produce?
I mean,
I don't
kind
know.
of.
I don't even know the difference. I
No,
gotta
I
be
know.
honest.
I know. Yeah,
I have
yeah.
no idea.
The director's the one who gets to wear silly hats and like puff on pipes and has his own chair. And then the producer's the one that he gets to push around. I'd be a terrible producer.
Who's the one who gets to go, action?
That's me. That's the director.
Man, did you say it like with some real
did.
pizzazz?
I did. Rolling and
Speeding.
action.
What is rolling? So rolling means,
Roll the film.
but then what's speeding?
Speeding means the sound is now caught up to is also rolling.
And-
So it's rolling, sound, speed, and then action.
And then the clapboard means that's how you line up all the audio with the video, right?
Basically. Then you have like a clap at the beginning of the audio so you can see the like snap. It matches the audio to the visual.
So now,
See how that works? Welcome to Pat's Film School
Oh, thank
101. Make a porn.
is that the is it make a porn?
Yeah.
Can we talk about how the porn
Lesson one.
industry has fallen off the rails?
Yes, we
a bit?
can.
I mean, listen, I don't want to talk about the porn industry, but I feel like it's lost its I don't want to say lust because that's
Tons of lust. It's very
There's lots of
lusty.
lust. It's got plenty of lust.
It's lusty.
Gusto. Like it used to be.
Got lazy.
It did. Now all you need is a GoPro.
I know.
And they're like, oh, point of view. Not that I don't know anything about this stuff. I've just heard.
Well, and sometimes like you'll see like lights that they set up in the background where it's like, what happened to the artistic side of this stuff?
Right.
Like I miss a really bad storyline. You know what I mean? Like just a terrible one.
and the porn star, the star part used to mean something.
No, there's nothing.
Yeah, it's just a hotel room and an iPhone
Oh,
X.
The
That's all
best we got now is Stormy Daniels. What happened? Come on.
Stormy Daniels.
I mean, sure, maybe, but
Do you know? Okay, I don't want to get political. I told Pat. Pat, I was like, "What do you want to talk about today?" He's like, "Trump," and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Nah,
let's talk
not
about
do
Trump.
that." No, it's useless to talk about Trump.
do
It
a
goes
sound
nowhere.
effect.
It goes nowhere. No, I'm not going to play any gun sound effects, and I don't want Homeland Security shutting us down. We already
I
had
do.
a
Maybe
long
I'll get
hiatus.
blocked by him finally.
No, can we just talk about how crazy this whole political environment's gotten? Where this Stormy Daniels situation
Doesn't matter.
It's just like
It's
who
a
cares?
non-issue?
It just it's like it blows over
Oh,
so
yeah.
fast. It blows over. We have no cough button, so Pat had to.
I had to cough.
What was that joke so funny?
I choked on.
No, do you know what I mean? Though it's like, but I think this is now the new America. This is the new America. It's that we've learned that.
Gross.
Easy. Let me finish my point. I'm not saying that Trump is the new America. I'm saying this type of like personality who's bigger than life, who's using social media to communicate straight to the people that follow him or her. I don't know. It could be a female president next. Who knows?
Sure.
But
One can only hope.
the point is is that it's like this new style where I don't think like sex tapes aren't going to matter anymore as scandals.
We've all just been so desensitized to anything that used to be considered like sacred or out of bounds or. I mean, but that's the thing is that there's still people who are held to those standards. It's just for some reason other people are not.
But no, here's my question though, and answer this honestly. Let's take anyone's opinions of the president away. Is it the fact that in 8 years, Obama was president for 8 years, right? In that 8 years, how much has technology in the face of culture changed where, 8 years ago, yes, a sex tape was a scandal. It was making people famous. It was ruining people's lives, depending on what it was. Now, it's like iCloud's getting hacked every single day.
Yeah.
So in 8 years, the span of technology has changed so much that our sense of what is out of bounds in terms of technology and exposing ourselves and overexposing has changed to a point where these things may never be a scandal again. I mean, if I ran for president, well, I've never made a sex tape
platform.
I've never made a sex tape. Have you?
No.
Pat?
I haven't. I have not.
Have you taken dirty photos during sex?
No, but I've done dirty things on FaceTime, but didn't record it.
You did?
Yeah, you're long distance with somebody. What are you supposed to do? Just talk to each other? And now I'm inserting my.
So you had FaceTime sex?
Yeah, a bunch.
Oh my God!
Tons.
So soon, very soon.
You gotta be careful. You don't want to break your phone.
Very soon, everybody. That's disgusting. We will be able to take Skype calls, and I can't wait for that to happen because I'd love to have people call and tell Patty's creepy. I don't like face. You just got a cannon shot.
Blowing it up.
Shut up. That's not blowing it up. I'm shooting you off the microphone.
No.
I've never had FaceTime sex. I hate FaceTime. I hate it with a passion. I don't like looking at myself and looking at someone else.
I don't like that you have to when people FaceTime me all the time and then you text them back or call them back and they're like, "Why didn't you answer my FaceTime?" It's like, I don't want to talk to you on speakerphone. I'm in an Uber around people. It's a weird. I don't like that. I hate that. I don't even like talking to my phone when there's people around at all.
Yeah, I just can't do it.
It's weird.
I've tried. I had phone sex one time and I faked it. Because I got bored. It was awful. It was when I was married and I was on the road to my ex-wife.
There's got to be a sound effect in there somewhere. No.
Why not? I'm kidding. Oh, man. This sound effects board is going to be the greatest.
It is going to be a thing.
All right.
Yeah.
No, she was like, we need to do this to keep our relationship fresh and to stay connected and things. And I was like, okay, let's do it. We were like a minute and a half in. And she was saying all this dirty stuff. And I was just going yeah. And she's like, yeah, that sounds good.
I want to touch your boob.
No, I didn't even say that. I'd be like, yeah, that sounds good. Keep doing that. No, yep, that's great. And then she's like,
ow, stop.
That's my safe word.
Damn it.
Stop choking me.
Dang it. What are you doing?
So finally, it just ended up being a thing where I just was like, oh, yeah, it's over. And she's like, wow, that was pretty quick. I got you good. And I was like, yeah, you did. Now I'm going to watch SportsCenter. Bye.
Yep. I was actually you were just a small window. There was another porn window open.
No. Though I did, here's maybe a story that's too honest, but I'm going to tell it anyway. I should tease this. Coming up in 10 minutes, I'm going to tell a story I probably shouldn't tell about marriage counseling and my ex-wife going through my porn history. I'm kidding. No, let's just tell it now. So, I don't know, Pat, you've gone to a counselor, haven't you? Not for marriage, but you've gone.
I went to one once, and then I just started kind of doing stand-up comedy open mics and stuff because it's the same thing.
No.
It is. Not. You just go talk to people.
That's not even close. I do stand-up comedy. I've done it almost every night.
Yeah,
of my
but
life
your jokes are lies.
15 years.
Mine sound like jokes. They're just the truth.
So you just go up there and you just tell them all your sad things.
Yeah. I'll be like, you guys ever get hemorrhoids? And you're just like,
oh, jeez. How do you have hemorrhoids?
I don't know.
You're way too young for that.
I think I try to get. I'm too efficient when I'm in the bathroom.
When you're too fast?
Yeah, I just crank it out.
Just relax in there. You don't need to
hit
speed.
The cannon
no one's timing you, dude. You don't usually hit the cannon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go.
There it is.
I like that rifle cock. Is pretty cool.
And out.
So my ex-wife and I were doing marriage counseling with a counselor that I actually saw for a while afterwards, and I find it helpful. I talked about family things, about some of my own insecurities, my own paranoias, mistrust, things like that. Fun stuff, just a fun stuff. And I remember once, my ex was like typed in YouTube. This is what I hate about stupid Google's a snitch. Or the web bar.
Stupid Google's a snitch.
Well, I don't know if it's Google's fault, but it's the web browser.
It's
the web
tough,
browser.
though, when, like, if you type in any letter on mine, like, YouPorn comes up after that.
See, here's the
like,
thing.
it could be A, YouPorn. No,
See,
not
that
YouPorn.
makes me crazy.
A and YouPorn.
She typed in Y for YouTube,
Yeah.
and then P comes before T in the alphabet, so she
Sure.
finds YouPorn. And I'm like, no. And then she's like, oh, look at that. And she starts looking at some of the videos I've watched over the last, and this is like over the last 6 months. Like I don't watch a lot of porn. I'm not a porn guy. I don't have a lot of free time, and people are around me all the time, so be weird. But she started looking at stuff, and she's finding like videos that aren't. She's like, oh my god, this is you have black ladies, and I'm like, whoa, listen. I don't discriminate. I was just curious. You just get curious, right? Is that just me?
Yes.
You get curious. You're like, well, I don't know. I'll see what that looks like. Like,
Sure.
like let's just explore.
Listen, I've seen all of it, and it's, I'm glad that I looked at it.
Well, let me tell
Not
you.
all of it. That's two girls, one cup. That was too much.
Oh my god, that's so
I know.
awful. That can't be real, right? I don't know if you haven't seen
I
the
don't
video.
wanna-
It's the most horrific video ever made.
Don't watch it.
It's disgusting,
Don't
and
watch
it is vomit worthy.
It's
No,
so
my
gross.
thing is this: there's nothing more embarrassing as a human being. I would say a man, but I think it extends more to just being a human being as well. There's nothing more embarrassing than having to defend some of the YouPorn titles of videos that you may have just watched for 15 seconds and moved on out of sheer curiosity.
Yeah.
Out of just and this was like over months and months and months. Like I don't have. And then I started being accused of having a porn addiction. And then when I was like, I do not have a.
Couldn't be farther from the truth.
I said I do not have a porn addiction. Our therapist was like, "You're getting a little bit defensive right now, Brian." And I'm like, because I'm being. These are lies.
You have a curiosity addiction.
These are damn
you're like
lies.
You're like that curious monkey, George.
Curious George?
Yeah, you're like that. Except,
Can you not use monkey references when we're talking about porn?
Except you like bananas even more. Hey yo.
I knew I knew you were roundabout trying to find some sort of spank your monkey.
Yeah, that's right. Eat a
banana.
Yeah.
Eat your banana joke. Anyways, what were we talking about? That was an embarrassing situation.
Yeah, I think that was it.
But anyways, we're back. That was a long-winded 13-minute
Intro.
way to tell you guys that we're
What
back. I'm excited
What
because
up?
we have a ton of technology capabilities. We're going to start live streaming these on the internet.
I know.
We've got way too much access.
We're in a real studio right now.
Yes.
No more Shady Center Studios.
You're never
no
gonna hear.
more-
Well, you're never gonna hear my parakeets chirping in the background when
no
I had
more
those.
Bosworth shaking like an idiot.
Yeah, every time we tried to tape, man, those dogs would start doing
Dude,
something.
he did it to me yesterday. I was trying to put something on Instagram. If anybody wonders why I'm not Instagram storing that much, it's because of my dog Bosworth. Every time I try and take a video, he walks into the room and shakes real loud, and you can hear it. And people call it out like, "Is that Bosworth shaking?"
He's a little hater.
God damn it.
We're also gonna have start having guests on. I'm gonna try to get them up daily, and I don't know if some of you guys are like, that's too much of you guys, but
Yeah.
whatever. It'll be an hour. I'll have guests in, actors, musicians, a lot of Patrick and I. We just wanted to get one out this week because this week my new radio show on AMP 97.1 in Los Angeles starts on Thursday morning.
Oh, snap.
There will also be a podcast of that going up on, I believe, radio.com every single day. It's going to be a fun show. We just put together all the calendars and the clocks and things. And for those of you Burt Show listeners who are going to follow and listen to my show as well, which you can do. You can totally do it.
You have to listen to the Burt Show, too.
Yes. Well, of course. I mean, the Burt Show is great.
Yeah, it's the best show
It's the
ever.
greatest.
Yeah.
And I will say that I'm taking a lot. I'm not taking segments. I'm not stealing. I don't steal. But I am taking the essence of what made that show so much fun for me, which is just silliness mixed with honesty, mixed with really, and we have some really, really, really creative segments that we're going to do on the show. And I think you'll like it. I think if you like the show in Atlanta, Burt Show, or if you live in Dallas, Fort Wayne, Nashville, Charleston, what's up, Lansing?
Hey, yo.
Savannah, I'm forgetting some of you guys, but
What up?
Casper, Wyoming.
Yeah, what up, Casper?
If you're listening, I think you'll like it a lot, so I encourage you to do it because guess what you can do? You can listen to The Burt Show, and then you can listen to Broadly Speaking, which is Cassie and Davi's podcast. I love those two. I miss them. We're going to try to do a live podcast
Hi.
with them.
Hi, Cassie and Davi. Hi.
We're going to try to do a live podcast with them at Sweetwater, again, maybe in the spring to come back out to Atlanta. I also have a lot of shows in Atlanta coming up. Setting up a weekend in Nashville. That will probably be in April, I've got I believe it's June 16th, Saturday, June 16th, at the Aurora Theater in Lawrenceville. 2 shows. Patrick will be there.
What up?
This weekend, Saturday night, I will be at Brawl for a Cause in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, trying not to get beat up by my man Rusty. Rusty, he's a pastor. He's a father. He's fighting to end human trafficking. He's got Jesus on his side.
He does. He looks like a wavy-armed tube man, and he does not keep his hands up.
Okay.
Brian, you're going to punch his head off.
Okay, can we talk
You're going
about...
to send him straight to his sweet, sweet savior.
Can we talk about something that's got me like legitimately terrified?
Yes.
I'm not afraid of the fight. I've been training. I've been with Herb Mesa, formerly from Delgado Boxing, but that gym closed down. Now he's just freelancing. He's great. Herb Mesa's my corner man. He was killing me relentlessly. Then I switched over here to Corey Taylor in Los Angeles, and you may remember Corey Taylor from Atlanta. He was on Fit to Fat to Fit, and he helped me out on the Burt Show to help a listener lose a bunch of weight. Now he's in Los Angeles, so he's been kind of whooping me into shape out here. I feel ready skills-wise, Patrick. I feel ready skills-wise.
Yes, I'm listening.
Now, do you know, I had not anticipated this part of it, and this, I got to be honest, is what is making me, like, I'm dreading this. I'm dreading one specific moment, 2 moments. When I go out to Atlanta on Friday, and then Saturday, we have the fight, and it dawned on me when I read this email today, and it is like my worst nightmare. I know
what it is.
I have to do a public weigh-in. Brian
is in incredible shape right now, too.
No!
He's so confident about this.
Yeah, but I'm strong. Here's the thing. I'm strong, but I feel a bit doughy, man. I went to Europe for Christmas.
Strong
and I
like
just
ox or bull.
I stuffed my
overweight.
fat face in Europe during Christmas.
He ate a lot of cheese.
Everything. I ate all the cheeses.
All the cheeses.
All the cheeses.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 2 fears. One, I've always had a problem with my weight, okay? I've never been comfortable with it. At one point in time in my life, I weighed 271 pounds.
Got to be a sound effect for that.
There is.
What's a cartoon?
Just kill me.
What is the sound?
I only know where the guns are on this sound effect board.
Yeah, that's it. It's very aggressive.
Guns and explosions. It's just numbered. I don't know. And
there's some really fun cartoon sounds in there.
All right, how about this one? This is how I'm gonna feel when I'm looking at that. When I'm looking at the scale staring me down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk up there real slow. You're going to step on it with one foot and it's just going to explode into a million pieces, start smoking, and sparks will fly out of it. It's just going to say, please get off me. Please get off me.
Here's the thing, okay? I have a little bit of a phobia for scales. Because when I weighed myself and I found out that I was 271 pounds. Yeah, thanks, Pat. I was under the impression that I was about 235, 240.
You wore it well.
Well, I spread it out well because I'm a large person. I have a big frame, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So here's the problem. When you are overweight, you know you're overweight, okay? I can tell when I look in a mirror that I'm a little bit doughier than I'd like to be.
And you know when you've been eating too much and not exercising.
Right.
Like, it's not like you're like, I might be in the best shape of my life. I haven't been to the gym in forever and I've been eating McDonald's.
Sure.
I feel good. I sweat gravy.
So there comes a point in time where you stop getting on a scale, right? I mean, you look at it and you're like, I see you over there. I'm not ready for that. I'm weighing myself in the mirror right now, and I'm basing that how I look, and I'm tempering it against how much effort I put into the gym, and I know, and how much I stuff my fat face, and I drink and eat at the Elbow Room.
Yes.
Or wherever, right? Just like Domino's Pizza
What's the new
at midnight.
Elbow Room? Oh, Jones. Jones Cafe is the new Elbow Room.
I don't remember much of the end of that night.
I know.
Yeah, I sort of.
I was glad because you wanted me to go and work out with you, and I was like, I told him I would go, but we'll see. And then I talked to you in the morning. I was like, what are you doing? You're like, I got to go to Corey Taylor's and work out. And I was like, he doesn't remember that at all.
No. Yeah, no, I was.
God, their pizza's good, though.
Woo-wee. Anyway, so.
That's a fine slice of pie. Keep going.
I have to weigh myself, and it took me like 2 years to get down from 271 down to like 200 pounds. And now I know I'm heavier than that. I'm ballparking it at about 235. That's what I think.
Yeah, sure.
That's.
I mean, you honestly, since you got back from Atlanta, like last week, it looks like you've lost about 5 or 6 pounds.
The South is hard to stay fit in. For all of you people who live in the South,
they're all grumpy?
all you folks that live in the South, the Dallas, Atlanta, like Tennessee, all you guys, man. If the fact that you are all just 900,000 pounds and have to be moved around in a wheelbarrow by somebody, I applaud you. I wish I could. I don't know where the applause is. And let me try this. Ready? I applaud you. Well, that's crickets. That isn't. I don't know either.
Sure.
That's the animal row.
No, stop. You're making them hungry.
Oh, my God. There's still. Ducks won't stop. No, I applaud you because
I think they're going to take this as a backhanded compliment.
the food in the South.
This is a real
the food in the South is really good.
It's so good.
And it is really
white
fattening.
queso. You can't find white queso in L.A. And I came back here to L.A. and honestly, cheese sauce in general, not really a thing out here. Instead, they have Runyon Canyon, which is way not as good as cheese sauce. It's much more delicious.
And so I applaud all of you. And I know, here's my problem. I don't want, you should weigh yourself in private and no one should know what that number is, okay? I have to be weighed at a weigh-in at 9 a.m. 9 a.m.
You might lose some water weight from crying, though, while you're standing on the scale.
9 a.m. 9 o'clock Saturday morning is when my day is going to get kicked off.
You better be sure to eat a lot of fiber the day before. You're going to want to take, you're going to want to take a moment to yourself before you get on that scale, if you know what I mean.
I have two fears.
Cups of coffee.
One, I don't want to be weighing myself in public, okay? I don't want people knowing my weight.
And what you should do is just get into a fight before it starts like those guys do sometimes, and then they won't even weigh you at all.
It's not helpful. So
you should bring in like a picture of Jesus and like stomp on it and see if he flips out.
No, shut it.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot you off the microphone with a cannon again. No, so what I'm saying is I'm afraid to be embarrassed by that number, to feel embarrassed internally when everyone sees it, and I'm like, oh, God, I'm 245.
You're a big dude, though. What's your
listen,
ideal weight?
It's all on me. This has nothing to do with anyone else. My ideal weight right now would be 215. I'm not there. But what I'm saying is this is all internal. People aren't looking, and no one's going to care, okay? I don't want them to go in this corner, weighing in at 2, and they're going to do that in the stadium.
And that other guy looks like he's like 6'4", 180.
Yeah,
he's like a wavy arm tube man.
He's got good arms, good biceps, but doesn't have a lot up top. He's just a little light in the loafers.
Hey, homeboy, you better keep your hands up too, or Brian's going to crush you.
So I don't want to focus on the fight.
Sorry.
Focus on the thing that I'm insecure about.
Knock your head
Here's
off.
the other thing I'm worried about, and I don't even know if this is a legit worry because I haven't really read all the instructions on the whole fight day because I don't like to read things because I'm dyslexic.
What are the instructions?
I don't know if we have a maximum on the weight class.
You're not.
I don't know. So he and I were both 6'3", 6'4", okay? We're both within the same 5. He's a little older than me. We're both in the same age range. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if there's hey, man, you're 46 pounds heavier than this guy. We legally can let you 2 box, and then I can't fight, and I got to tell people I had to cancel the fight
because you're too fat.
I'm too fat.
No, it could be because he's too skinny.
I don't want to be the guy who's too fat to fight.
Okay, so I got some friends out here who could get you hooked up on their models, and they could get you hooked up on a regimen of like mini thins and, Splenda and a crouton is actually a meal. It really is, and it's very good. It's kind of like French toast, but it's crunchy and small.
It's just something. It's funny because it's just. As a man, we're not really allowed to feel super insecure about our bodies. We're not? No, we're not.
Oh God!
I mean, just know it. Let's say this: you can feel insecure
because my knees are so weird.
You can feel insecure.
Hairy knuckles.
You are hairy.
I am a hairy guy.
I was going to tell you, you need to get those arms under control, man.
What are you? I'm just shave my arms.
They look like they're shedding. Just trim them up.
No, I got this where do you think Robin Williams got his hilarious powers from?
You look like a
long
hobbit.
arm legs.
You brushed it up against me when we were eating.
It's really soft.
We were eating brunch earlier. You brushed it up against me. And, by the way, at
was
brunch.
it hard to eat with a boner?
Man, you are not helpful right now. You are just derailing. You know what? You're rusty. You are rusty.
What's rusty? Who's rusty?
Rusty's the guy I'm fighting. You have furry arms and you brushed up against me and it was gross.
Mm-hmm. I condition them.
You are just...
And I moisturize.
Did you just walk in the studio today like, hey, I'm going to just try to derail everything?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work the kinks out, dude.
Dude, you are nothing but a kinked hose.
I don't think that I've ever been a smooth sailor. This has never been... this is my talking to people and making sense. Pat, it's not like my forte. I just kind of jump in.
That was when we were taping in an apartment with parakeets tweeting around. Right now, we are in a multi-million-dollar
parakeets can tweet?
Radio station.
What do they tweet about?
Oh, my God. I'm turning... That's it. Dad, I'm going to finish my story.
I'm the best.
I didn't... Here's the thing. When I signed up for the boxing, I was nervous about the fight, and I am still nervous about the fight. But now, I've got this crippling fear that I'm going to be like feel just terrible about just being overweight. And the sad part is I've busted my ass working out relentlessly. I've done like
He works very hard.
2 days in a row to try to like get down. This week I'm just going to eat nothing but like
do that thing that wrestlers used to do when we were in high school and just like spit into a cup.
Like
Remember
just
when
try
like
to get rid of all the
wrestlers used
fluids?
to do that? Yeah, like wrestlers before big wrestling. I remember in high school I'd be like, "Can you guys get cups that aren't clear?" Like it would always be water bottles and they'd just be spitting in them.
And it
was disgusting.
Like I've been working out so hard and just like eating so little this last like 5 days. Except when I get a little drunk, I just get a little bit like, let's hit me with some pizza. Which
Pizza's so good though. It's like poison for me because
it's probably something at that point when you need to eat pizza, you really just need to eat pizza. Anyways, so I have been working out like a maniac with Corey Taylor, and I don't want to embarrass myself, embarrass anybody else. So I haven't been eating a lot, and I go in for this high-intensity workout and boxing, and we're fighting, we're doing all this stuff. And I am leaving the gym, and Corey's a guy, you never want to disappoint your trainer. I don't know if you haven't trained with somebody, when you're in there, you're doing your best. That's why they're so effective, because you can't quit. You'll feel like a big baby if you quit. You want to do your best. You want to impress them. I am that kind of guy. I don't know if you're like this, Pat, but
yes, I am.
Every time I'm gonna do like a spin class or something like that. I remember the first time I did a spin class, flywheel. I was in the spin class and I had my number on the board, right? And I, for some reason, thought to myself, man, I'm going to do so good. They're probably going to ask me to teach one of these classes.
Nah. Okay, never mind. I'm not like that at all. I went into that class and I was like, I made my name Lance Armstrong.
So
totally killed it.
When I'm working out with Corey, I really like him. He's motivating. In the show
Handsome.
In the show Fit to Fat to Fit, he gained 65 pounds and then lost it all with his client. So he's dedicated to helping people. He does a fantastic job. So I am trying to impress him. I am going full out. I am sweating everywhere. And at the end of it, he's like, all right, man, so tomorrow, I'm like, yeah. And I can feel my right eye is starting to burn and twitch. Like it's burning, like there's sweat in it or something. And it's starting to twitch. And I'm starting to feel like garbage. And I start to feel like I'm going to throw up. Starting to feel nauseous, and I'm like, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here before I don't want Corey to see me throw up.
Yeah, you can't show weakness in front of those people, or they'll just make you work harder.
I don't want him to show that he got to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure.
So I get outside, and I get to my car, and I don't throw up, but I'm like taking a deep breath, but I'm like confused, and I'm a little flustered, and I have this shirt on just drenched in sweat, and I'm like looking for my car keys, and I have my wallet in my hand and my keys. And then I take my shirt, I set my wallet on the roof of my car, I take my shirt off, put my sweatshirt on, and then I pull out, start driving up La Brea Boulevard, and I start to kind of like come to again. I was very confused. It was like I was walking, I was like sleepwalking.
Sure.
And I get about, I don't know, maybe a half a mile, almost a mile away from the gym on La Brea Boulevard, and I look in my bag, I'm like, I don't have my wallet. Then all of a sudden, I have this mental picture of myself setting it on the roof of the car.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, oh, good God. I'm like, all right, so I all of a sudden,
I haven't even heard this story. You said wallet story. I thought you were talking about me losing my wallet and then locking in the car.
Oh, we'll get to that. That's part of your music video shoot.
Yeah.
No. So then I whip a U-turn on La Brea, and I stop, and I'm panicking. And I'm like, oh, my God, dude. I've just driven almost a mile with my wallet on the top of my car. I have no money, no documents. Everything that I have, like document-wise, besides my driver's license and all my credit, everything I have is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's not in Los Angeles.
You know, that's like the worst place for your wallet. Just so.
On the roof.
Yeah.
That's good. You nailed that.
Inside the car.
That's good. That's helpful. That's a helpful contribution. I appreciate that.
See?
You want that on the inside of the car.
Inside the car. Maybe even in your pocket. Inside your
pants.
You know,
it's funny. You mentioned the inside of the car. That's where your wallet ended up being at some point in time, not on the top of the car.
So it's not always the best place for it.
Not. And we'll get to that a little bit later. So I whip a U-turn, and I'm panicking because now I'm like, I got to be eagle eyes now. Because I got to drive back staring at the
other side,
oncoming traffic, looking for a wallet just sitting in the road. And then I'm going to I don't know how I'm going to stop everybody and get it. Then I think to myself, wait, what if it's still on the roof? And I reach up and I feel it. And I'm like, oh my God, my wallet's there. But then I flick it like too far.
Why would you do that?
I didn't mean to. It was just out of my reach.
Okay.
And it flicked a little bit, which means I had to put my car in park. And I get out of my car, and this woman behind me is in like a really fancy like Tesla or something, and she's probably in her late 50s, blonde woman, and she has this look of panic because I don't know if this ever happened to you, but if someone gets out of a car in front of you, you're like, oh God, what'd I do? What are you gonna? Are you mad? Are you gonna? Was I tailgating? Are you gonna kill me?
Hugs? Are we gonna hug?
So I get out of my car. I see this look of fear on her face. Then I grab my wallet and I go, woo, close call. And she starts laughing. And I get in the car and I'm like, oh my God.
You know what? I do you think she was laughing because she's richer than you? Maybe she was laughing because
she was laughing because
she was like poor people always throwing their wallets around because they're worth nothing.
No, she's laughing because good God, I dodged a bullet right there. I mean, imagine anyone who sees that happen can be like, whoof, I couldn't. You automatically put yourself in that position of what you would do, or when you lost the wallet, that moment of panic that you have.
So my wallet has my money clip.
That's another thing.
It's got a magnet on it, so it sticks to things that are metal.
Can we just say it? Is it kind of an asshole move to have a money clip?
Why is that? Why is it an asshole move to have?
It's just like, come on, dude. It just seems like you're trying
it's
too hard to be
It's more about the
cool.
cards than the money.
It's just like, come on.
Okay, honestly, we'll put that to a poll. Is it douchey to have a money clip? Because if it is, I will get rid of it. I will get rid of it immediately. This girl told me the other day that black leather couches are super sleazy and douchey, and that girls will never come into our apartment and not notice how it makes us look sleazy.
You know who ruined that?
And I was like, are you serious? And I've been asking girls that, and they're like, yeah, kind of.
You know who ruined the black couch?
Who?
Porn movies.
Yeah, that's right.
Those casting couch like fake porn movies.
Yeah,
see,
I know.
We're coming full circle today.
And those guys, I know, we really nailed that. High five.
Mm-hmm.
We got it. There it is. Boom.
Nailed it.
Just setting up topics and shooting them.
All right, there you go. You just really trickled off right there. You are starting off slow on this podcast series.
Okay. Shit.
Finish your story. All right. So you can't have a black couch. Oh, we're gonna tweet at me. Moot points or
should
Pat.
I get rid of my? Should we post a picture of it?
Yes. Post a picture.
Look.
Tweet out a picture right now, and we will put it to the people. Is having a money clip a D-bag move?
You know, everybody's just gonna blast the picture on my ID because it's so.
Because you look like a scumbag.
No, because I look dope. Because I look the dopest.
So Patrick, this past weekend, let's get into your endeavors.
Yeah.
Patrick, this past weekend, produced.
No, directed. Dipshit.
Oh, sorry. Hey, can you keep your language clean?
Oh, sorry.
Kidding. I don't care. Patrick directed a music video for. Oh. He can't take a picture of his wallet right now. You don't have to do it right now. We can wait until maybe a better opportunity to do this would be to wait until we're not recording the podcast.
Okay.
Would be a perfect time for
okay, fine. Good call. When we're not finally on my segment.
Right. As soon as we're going into your story, you start trying to tweet a picture of your money clip.
Doing other stuff. Yes. So I directed a music video for a up-and-coming pop artist named Jasmine Lucero.
Lucero.
Yeah, she's she's super talented. I'm like so bad at this. Like I can't really be the guy in charge. You're gonna have to.
No, I'm looking for something. Keep going. Keep telling some stories right now.
So it was a low budget for the music video, but we pulled it off.
She's a Latina pop star.
She is a Latina pop star. Brian, this is not.
It says Hispanic dance.
This was the song. She's incredible.
How'd it go? All right, tell your story.
It went good. I'm never going to be able to tell this story while you're playing that music and with that poop-eating grin on your face. It's great. Yeah. Wow. Now it's getting intense. I can make a music video.
All right, keep going. Tell your story.
So we shot a music video up at this ranch, this abandoned ranch that also used to be a high school and a juvenile detention center in Riverside because they have free locations. So we went there and we shot it. And the concept they had originally, because the song is called Vamos a Bailar. We won't play it but we'll probably have her.
We just did play it. What are you talking about?
That is not the song.
Yeah, okay? We will have her on the show. She's an up-and-coming
musician. She's really, really talented.
We'll have her on the show for a couple reasons. One, because she's got a huge following and we're trying to boost numbers here.
Yes, that is fair.
Once the video comes out.
So the video, it's called Vamos a Bailar, and the idea that they had for it originally was like, because my friend is like kind of managing her. My friend's wife is kind of managing her, and so they came to me and asked if I was interested in doing it. And I was like, yeah, sure, I could be interested in doing something like that. And their concept was like these girls getting ready, they go out, they meet some guys, they're at the club, they dance, the guys are not cool, they're unsavory behavior, and so then they bail and they just dance together and have a great night. Blah, blah, blah. Not throwing any shade at the idea, but it's been done. Like a billion times, it's just not that interesting.
It'd be like when a rapper comes in and pitches like, okay, I want to get a bunch of big booty hoes.
And I'm going to ride in the back of a Cadillac.
And I want to shoot them with champagne.
We're going to drive around, and I'm going to throw money in high speed.
Yeah, exactly. So you're trying to push them creatively to do something that's not been done.
I came back in with the idea of, what about a post-apocalyptic cowboy dance-off showdown? Why not? Because it makes sense. You know what I mean? It's just kind of the way, it's just a natural progression.
Yeah, totally. It makes sense. Of course, a post-apocalyptic cowboy dance-off showdown.
It's like Mad Max meets Glee. You know what I mean?
Who wouldn't?
Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we went up and shot it on Thursday, and it went incredibly well. And I believe if I am as savvy and whatever as I think I am.
Oh, you're definitely savvy because you couldn't come up with another word.
Savvy and whatever as I think I am, I could start getting some more work as a music video director.
I mean, I saw some of the stills, and they look great.
It's great.
And, I mean, honestly,
I crushed it.
Ooh.
There was 2 people, veterans in the music video industry, who said it was the smoothest shoot they've ever been on. And that's because I am terrified of making people upset. So I ran around, I did wardrobe, I did props, I produced it. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is it. All right, look out.
Tell them how much you killed it, Pat.
Look out, pop stars of America, because there's a new music video director in town. And my name isn't Mick G. My name is Mick P. And I'm Pat. And I'm here. And I'm going to make some really, really cool videos. And there's going to be like... Yeah, like that. Just like that.
More of that.
And everybody's going to be like, yeah, you're killing it. You're killing it, Pat. You're like crushing it. And then like Christina Aguilera is going to be like, hey, you want to look at me in this bikini? And I'm going to be like, yes, that's awesome. And then like Macklemore is going to be like, I want to work with you too, Pat. And I'm going to be like, okay, maybe. I'm busy right now because Cardi B's hit me up on the cell phone.
All right, that's good.
Yep.
Hey, man, you really filled that pretty good.
That's my life, dude. That's
a new segment right there.
There it is.
Stomp, hand clap, pump up speech.
Yeah, pumping up.
Let Hollywood know you're here.
I'm here, baby. Hire me. I've been here for 15 years.
So
please.
Now I want to back it up a little bit because we have a little bit of a joint story here, which made me want to reach through the phone and strangle my brother. So,
what did I do this time? I honestly
am in Atlanta for jury duty last week because I didn't fill out the paperwork in time.
Silly boy.
They got me. And when I called the lady to ask her if I could get out of it, she was like, nope.
Hard pass. Doubt it.
Right. So I get a text from Pat saying, hey, man, lost my wallet. Can you cancel the Moote Points Productions, which is our production company we started?
Yep.
Can you cancel the business debit card and the paycheck I wrote for him?
$4,200.
So that paycheck was for all the work he's done, editing, all these Hawks videos, which we're going to have a bunch more coming out of me trying out for the dance team and going through a bunch of construction stuff at Phillips Arena. So he texts me that. I'm on the road. I'm like, man, I don't know how to. I don't know. Like, I can cancel the credit card, but are you sure someone stole your wallet? He's like, well, I'm not sure 100%. It might be gone. It's not in my car. It's not this. It's not, mind you, he says, it's not in my car.
It was missing.
It was missing. And I'm like, man, can you just look again? Because it's the weekend. I don't know. I don't have the checkbook on me, the corporate checkbook I have from the LLC, which is like a big ledger. I don't bring it out of the house very often. Can you look a little harder? Because I don't want to have to cancel this check and then have to reissue you a check if you find your wallet in a day and then I am forced to beat you to death.
Yeah.
So, move forward now, Patrick. Now, what happens after the music video shoot?
So after the music video shoot, we wrapped 30 minutes early, I might add. Also, pretty cool thing for a director to do. Fire up the stomp clap. Maybe later.
You wanted another one?
30 minutes early.
How about this?
How about this?
How about this one,
And
Pat?
we're under budget.
Ready? No, ready? I got one for you. All right.
Fire. So. That's a wrap. 30 minutes early. I'll meet you at Golden Corral.
Nobody lets anyone out early. You guys went to Golden Corral afterwards?
No, we almost essentially. So we're about to leave traffic's going to be really bad. So my roommate who helped out was like, hey, there's a Nike outlet around here. Do you want to go to the outlet mall?
And yes.
And yes, the
I'm
answer is
always
yes.
in for a Nike outlet.
The answer was yes.
I'm
I was
always
like,
looking for old Jordans.
totally. Because here's the deal. After 2 weeks of having no idea where my wallet was and using...
Hold up, that was 2 weeks?
It was about 2 weeks. It was about a week.
Week.
A week over a week.
Okay.
Because I lost it on like a Friday, and then I didn't find it until the next following Thursday. So it was like a Friday, then another week.
No, it was 1 week.
Okay, 1 week.
Had to be 1 week.
Fine, 1 week. Still, all I had was an expired ID, and you can only take out $100 a day from the bank with an expired ID when that's all you have.
Are you out of your mind?
I know that.
Wait, what? You can only take out $100 a day.
Yeah.
How many times have you been in this situation?
3.
What is wrong
Why?
with you?
Why? How many times have you been in it? 0.
Never. No, last time I was in it.
I guess I'm winning then. I'm beating you by 3.
Last time I was in this
3-0.
situation having to get all new IDs and stuff was because my girlfriend's dog decided he was going to take my wallet and chew up everything but the 2 paychecks from the Atlanta Punchline that were for nonprofits. He's a good pup.
It's not bad. Okay, so here's what happened. We're getting ready to leave. Day's been great. Going to the Nike outlet. I dropped something and I reached down just literally right under my feet. The one place where things fall when you're driving your car all the time, guess what I find? My wallet.
But how?
It was just sitting right there. I just didn't look that hard. To be honest, I just kind of...
What do you mean you didn't look that hard?
I just gave up. I was like, it's gone. I'm an idiot. I know why this is gone. It's because I'm an idiot, and now it's gone. So I just didn't really look that hard. I mean, I looked at all these other places, but I just didn't think it was there. So, huzzah! Patrick's happy. Now I can get some Nikes. So we go to the Nike outlet. I have my phone.
Hold on. I'm still like, I got to back this up a second. I have a stomp clap rant for you right now about your stupid idiot wallet.
Yeah. Brian's, what are you...
I'm staring you down right now.
Staring me down?
Patrick!
Yeah.
You lose your wallet.
Uh-huh.
You text me to say cancel a paycheck, a corporate paycheck from the business we just started.
And I just admitted that I knew.
We just started the business.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to cancel a check. I don't write checks. This is 2018. Nobody writes checks unless it's a business. I write you a check. You say cancel the credit card. I say go look for your wallet again. And you say to me, you didn't look very hard?
I didn't look very hard. Which seems, and you want to know what else I had the nerve to do? Yeah, baby. That feels good.
Man, I like this technology.
It's good. It's good stuff. You know what else I just admitted to without realizing it is that I said that I knew immediately my wallet was lost, and I told you when I texted you that it was stolen.
Yeah, you did. Why? Yeah, you did.
Because it couldn't possibly be my fault. I'm perfect.
You know what? I should come back on this.
I'm perfect, Brian. There's nothing wrong with me.
How dare you tell me that your wallet was stolen trying to play the victim when you were not the victim, Patrick. You were the perpetrator.
And the victim.
You know who was the victim here?
Who?
Me! I was the victim! You got me all worried about it. Hey, I might have to cancel a check. I don't know how to do this. It's 2018. I got to find out the number you call to cancel a check. And you're sitting here going, I knew it wasn't stolen. I'm putting it on some lowlife that doesn't exist. You know what? This is all fraud.
Yeah.
You owe me.
Fake news, people. I owe you nothing, Brian. I owe you nothing. Maybe a little.
You owe me. All right, Jari, finish your story. So finish your story.
So here's what happens.
He finds his wallet. He's all excited.
Yes.
Now he's like, I haven't been able. He's now like a spending junkie.
Yeah.
He's fiending
I
to
can
go
buy
out,
all the shoes.
Buy
I only have
everything.
2 feet. I only have 2 feet, but I'm going to buy enough shoes that I can wear one pair every day for the rest of my life and never have to wear a pair twice. So I'm about to get out of the car and buy all the shoes in the world, and I reach back in for something that I probably didn't need, and I have in one hand my phone, my wallet, and my keys. And in the other hand, I have the stupid thing that I didn't need. And as I'm getting out, for some reason, I leave the wallet, the phone, and the keys on the seat, hit lock, and close the door.
Right.
Thus locking said keys, wallet, and phone inside car, making it very hard to buy all the shoes.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to buy all the shoes when you don't have your wallet on you.
No, you're not. You're
It's
not.
a real bummer.
You're not going to be able to make phone calls. You're not going to be able to call AAA. You're not going to really be able to do much of anything except stand outside your car with like a tiny little piece of metal because they have no wire hangers. 180 stores at this outlet mall, no wire hangers.
Well, no one has wire hangers anymore.
Apparently not.
Dude, I don't even have wire.
I didn't
go
know
look
that
in your
no one
closet. If you have wire hangers.
I have wire hangers.
You know,
You get them from the laundromat or from the dry cleaner.
dry cleaners
yeah.
do.
And then you keep them and use them for stuff like
No, I'm telling you, so many times I've been thankful I have a wire hanger. If you learn anything from this show today, which I'm not sure you have, but
Everybody keep a wire hanger in your pants.
I will say I've learned that Pat needs a good 30 minutes to knock the rust off, and then he's good again.
Yeah, and then I'm dope.
Let's not push it.
Just good.
Let's
Brian.
not push it. You know what I think it was when you got to do your hand stomp clap at show business is when you finally I
had to come out. That was my coming out party. Just letting LA know that I'm here. I've been here for 15 years. You just weren't paying attention, but I'm back, baby. 15. Now I'm really here.
15 years.
15 years, and I'm struggling.
God, your career can almost drive a car.
My God, yeah,
and you can't most of the time.
No,
because you lose your stupid driver's license.
So here's how we got the keys out. I'm sitting there fiddling with the window, and some 20-year-old desert person read.
Wait, how long? But how long is this? How long have you been sitting around?
We got stuck there an extra 2 hours. And this is a day when I got up at 3:30 in the morning to drive out to Riverside to direct a music video that I was underqualified
I will say
for.
there's nothing worse than
It was the worst. I was like, I'm going to die right now. I almost broke the window out. I almost just shattered it out with a rock.
Don't ever do that.
I was really close.
I mean, here's the thing. You wrapped the video early. You guys are all high-fiving. You should have been at Golden Corral. That's what you should have done. I know,
we should have been that chocolate waterfall.
The chocolate fountain of what?
Yeah,
come on,
that Fundito.
I'll tell you one thing. I ain't making my way in boxing if we hit that waterfall. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I've never actually been to a Golden Corral.
Me neither.
We should go. We should do a live taping.
We should. Well, also, what people don't know about this wonderful new studio is that everything you need is outside of here. There's some bars down the street. There's some restaurants. There's the SAG building. There's also the International House of Pancakes if you want some culture.
It is funny. This is the 4th radio station I've worked at in 4 years. I know that sounds crazy, but the first station I worked at on Click 98.9, the Jackie Mark and Moote show in Seattle, Washington, we made it about a year, and then the station decided. They said they liked me, but they didn't like everyone in the music. That's what they said, at least. And then I went over to a news talk station, Cairo 97.3. Nothing around them remotely of any sort of fun.
The zoo.
And nothing. That was a mile away.
That bar's the dope.
I mean, it's great, though.
It's just
anytime a dive bar's cash only, you know it's good.
Oh, it's good.
So after that, I moved out to Atlanta and the Cumulus radio station. Cumulus radio station? I mean, it's a nice station, but it's
in the middle of no place, man.
I mean, there's some lunch places and stuff.
No, it's junk. The studio's great.
Well, here's the thing.
It's a junk area.
Compared to the corporate offices of Cumulus, which are in Buckhead at the Terminus building in the middle of everything, I just looked at that dude, why are we're in radio, man. We're cool. Right? We're cool?
I don't think that's a saying. I don't think anyone's ever
That's what
said
I
that.
say.
We're in radio, man.
We're
cool. I don't know if that's how it works.
So
but maybe.
We
whatever.
Nothing's good there.
Yeah, you
but
went
now,
to all your.
Los Angeles, L.A., the Intercom building, formerly the CBS radio station building. And when I got approached for this job, these are a lot of business specifics, but I know that some of you who are Burt Show fans would probably be interested in it. But right around the end of my contract, in negotiation periods, when it's kind of public to the business that you're within a window of negotiation. That's when LA came knocking on the old door, and it was CBS Radio at the time. Then it merged with Entercom. The CBS radio building is on Wilshire, and here's what's funny. And we'll get back to you. Got to finish your redneck part.
Yeah, I know.
We keep derailing each other today.
Waiting patiently to finish my bad story. I know, I don't care. I'm looking at Logan Paul stuff on the internet.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna rant about that guy in a second. So, the radio station I'm working at right now, the one that we're in right now, is on Wilshire in Miracle Mile, and it's right next door to the E building, a building that I was rejected by on, I don't know how many auditions, probably 25, 30 auditions, where I went in to audition for Talk Soup or some other E show, and at the time, these were life changers for me. This could have been a life changer of a show, right? I had been rejected so many times. And I got to be honest. First day, I'm walking in the station. I look over. I see the old E building where Ryan Seacrest is at. Shot up, double middle fingers.
Whoa.
Double middles at them. But then I thought to myself, don't do that, because if they call you and ask if you want to audition for a show, you're going to say yes. So I quickly put the birds away. But for me, as someone who's put 7 years of their life into the business, into Los Angeles, to be able to come back here and, be successful. I mean, we haven't been successful yet, but an attempt, in theory, Man, it was pretty cool.
technically.
It was a cool moment. I walked in like, yeah, what's up? I felt like a Wild West sheriff who kicked in saloon doors.
Yeah, sure.
And was like, what's up, bitches?
Or like, or like that movie Brothers, where like it's like Tobey Maguire and Jake Gyllenhaal, and like one of them goes to war and they think he's dead, and then he hooks up with his brother's wife, but then he like comes back later. It's just like that.
Hold on, another derail before you finish your story. That movie Brothers.
Oh, it's raw.
Dude.
I would never do that to you, Brian.
No, I'm not talking
Stomp
about...
clap. I would never do that to you. You're my brother, and I love you.
You want a stomp clap
I
rant
want a
for
stomp
that?
clap rant,
All
so
right,
I can tell you how much I love you. My loving stomp clap rant. Brian, listen, I would take, if you went to war, and we both went to war, and we thought you were dead, not only would I not bang Jessica, but I would take care of her like she was my sister. I would be like, Jessica, do you need anything from the store? Because I'm going to the store, and if you need something, I'll pick it up. Like LaCroix. Or maybe some bagels.
Definitely LaCroix.
Yeah, for breakfast. Bottle of champagne. We're going to watch some movies, and I will never make a move on you because I love my brother, and he's wonderful. And you guys are soul people, and yeah.
He's running out of gas, everybody. He's running out of gas. Do you have anything left for the end? Oh, no. Oh, no. This is so Brothers.
Here's the deal, Brian. I would totally bang you. I would swoop in if you weren't even dead. I'd be like, Brian's 15 minutes late. We better hit it.
What a perfect bugle to hit. I didn't know what these bugles meant. It said bugle solo, and I thought it was going to be like... All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's back it up to Brothers real quick, because here's my problem with... Listen, I love the movie. I love the essence of the movie. I love movies about...
from like 2007 that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire. Like the most current.
I know, but it was on an airplane, man, and they said, why don't you watch Brothers? They recommended it for me.
Why would anyone? I would walk to the front and crash
the
plane.
I have flown
2009
every single weekend in the entire month of January. I've been on an airplane across the country and back. So I've seen every movie there is on airplanes. And I came to Brothers. Okay, fine. It looked interesting to me.
You were like, this is going to be just like me and Pat.
Man, I love Jake Gyllenhaal. I love Tobey Maguire.
I love Jake Gyllenhaal too.
He's dope.
Tobey Maguire, I'm meeting him on. I feel like he took a lot of my work.
I feel like
he's all sad.
I feel like Tobey Maguire. If you put up Tobey Maguire and Shia LaBeouf next to each other, it'd be no. What's the one who's Tobey Maguire? Who's the one who just went crazy? Not Shia LaBeouf. Is it Shia LaBeouf?
I mean, he is.
Yeah,
crazy.
and I was thinking Zac Efron too.
Yeah.
Okay, if you put up Tobey Maguire and Shia LaBeouf next to each other, like their current looks right now, how they look, you'd be like, hey, this is what he looked like before he got on drugs and arrested. Here's his mugshot. It's like the same guy.
Yeah.
So here's my thing with movies on planes. There needs to be a warning. Like, hey, sad movie. Guy, traveling alone. Don't watch this. You're going to start crying. And everyone around you is going to think that someone died in your life or you got broken up with.
I met the director of that movie.
Oh, super.
Sorry, I'm like looking at it.
You need a minute to pick up that name drop?
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, I did. When I was my film Unhung Hero, about how I'm not only affable and lovable, but I also have a average penis.
Non-threatening dick, please.
I'm not only a non-threatening personality, I also have a non-threatening body. Yeah, I met him. He also directed In the Name of the Father. So
okay, finish your redneck story. I'm just saying, I think
he's not a redneck. His name was... Damn, I don't remember.
His name was something redneck.
I think it was
right?
Corey.
Corey, it's spelled with an E, like Corey?
Yeah, probably.
Redneck.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he lived in Riverside, too, but kid got out of his car and he was like, you lock your keys in your car? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, and then me and my roommate Jackson were like, hey, do you have a coat hanger? And he was like, and didn't actually give us an answer. He just walked around to his trunk and opened it up and pulled out like infinity tools. Like, I mean, and this kid was like, oh, no, what year is this? Like a 2004? No, you can't open it like that. The locks don't go vertical. They go horizontal. You got to go in and get them from the side. They're like, so here's what we did. After trying several ways of trying to get it out, we ended up with 2 crowbars. We crowbarred my door open.
Jeez. Is it bent?
It's not bent.
It's a little bent.
We started driving back, and I was like, I can see.
Mind you, this is our youngest brother's car. Killian.
It's my car. I paid him $1,500 for it. I still owe him $1,500, but I tell you what, every time I lock the keys in the car, the price goes down a little bit. Because he only gave me 1 key, and he knows me. Come on,
you need 2 keys.
You set me up for.
Oh, here's the worst part.
Give me 1,000 keys.
He texted me that he locked his keys in his car in Riverside, And I was like, do you have an extra key? And I'm like, please say no, please say no, please say no. I'm not driving out to Riverside right now. I am not driving out to Riverside with an extra key.
I knew that was not an option. And I was going to leave my car there. You want to know what's really frustrating about it? I also did wardrobe for the music video, and I only used the wire hangers that I had. So there was like 15 wire hangers inside the car.
Real. So you had, you could see all the tools right there?
I could see them all right there. There was like 15 wire hangers because I only used the wire ones. I didn't want to use the other like nice ones I had.
Patrick sees the wire hangers in his car.
Wire hangers.
Whoops.
Yeah. It's a big old boner killer.
So excited about all this technology.
Yeah.
All right, so you finally get back. So the music video is coming very soon.
Yes, Vamos a Bailar, Jasmine Lucero, follower. She's wonderful. There's also...
Do you know her Twitter handles, or am I going to put you on the spot?
I think it's Jasmine Lucero. I think it's just Jasmine
Just
Lucero.
Google it.
Dude, I'm not really that good at social media. I'm no Logan Paul.
Yes, speaking of Logan Paul, Pat.
Yeah, what a dork.
If you're not familiar with Logan Paul, he's a YouTube star. We only have a couple things left in the show. I'm going to read some questions that we got on Facebook, and then we're going to wrap this mofo.
Listen, I don't...
Hold on, let me say. So
yes.
Logan Paul, if you don't know, he's a YouTube person. And if you have kids, you need to check out and make sure that he's not... Him and his brother Jake Paul, they're just professional morons. And now, let me caveat this by saying, I also am a professional moron.
This is true.
But I am also aware not to be reckless with what I say. And I've learned, that when you start talking about, the hashtag Me Too things, sexual assault, start talking about presidents and politics and things, be mindful that not everyone thinks the same way.
Right.
And be mindful of people's feelings on everything that you talk about. And also be mindful that people look to you when you have a platform as a person with influence, as a person with, some sort of ability to spread a message and be responsible
They listen
with
to
that.
what you say.
Sure. And
I
think,
hear it, and they think that that's their, a lot of times they look up to you, they're going to emulate that behavior. Right. They're going to take that and be like, this is okay. This is the way that I'm supposed to behave.
And the thing for me that frustrates me with these like younger social media situations is that they are young, stupid idiots who have a huge following and a huge platform. Now, let me say, when I was young, when I was 21 years old, I was a 21-year-old comic. Well, okay, I was 21.
I was stupidest.
I wasn't that stupid because I was a special ed teacher and I had responsibility. But when I was 24, 25, and I was just working the road, maybe don't give me 8 million YouTube followers because maybe I'm doing some dumb stuff. But also, I've always had a fear of hurting people's feelings and
being appropriate.
Like I don't like pranking people.
Sure.
I think that's stupid. I think it's mean to people. It stresses me out to even watch them happen. So these guys make videos. Now, Logan Paul got suspended by YouTube, took some time off because he filmed this. He filmed a bunch of awful videos in Japan.
It was like suicide. There's like a suicide forest. And where people go to commit suicide. And he posted a video of someone that he saw like who had
killed himself.
Yeah, like a kid. Like a young
this guy was like in his 20s probably.
Okay. It's a kid.
He's young.
We're old.
Yeah, you're right.
We're old enough to say that he's a kid. He's just a kid. He had his whole life ahead of him. Could have been doing a podcast.
The thing is, his suicide is awful. It's an awful thing. But here, I have a problem with it for a couple reasons. One, the video was distasteful. It was disrespectful. It was mean. He faked this phony sense of empathy on camera because he knew he had to say something, and he acted surprised. And another thing too is I don't think they accidentally stumbled upon somebody who killed themselves because
probably trolled him until he did it, and then
or they had a producer or somebody helped him, somebody tipped him off that there was on Twitter that someone had killed himself and they ran out there and they acted like they didn't know. Because
why would you even want to post that online?
Right, that's my other problem. It's not an awareness video.
No,
and also just. An awareness video is a video about the forest and about suicide and why it's awful and how to get help but it's not showing a guy.
It's exploiting this really tragic situation in order to get more views. That's all it is. And here's my thing with YouTubers in social media, influencers. And a lot of them will be like, because I've worked with a bunch of YouTubers, and I'm not to harp on YouTubers in general, it's just basically the idea of these influencers. They always want to say they don't want to be called a YouTuber or an Instagram sensation or a model or whatever. They want to be called an influencer because they have this
stupid.
But they have this influence.
I'm an influencer.
But they do have this influence. And all of them will always talk about my fans this, my fans that. I love you guys for following me. Thank you for the support, blah, blah, blah. So if you really have that influence and you want to be called an influencer, why would you not use it for something that means something?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you have endless opportunities to do something that matters, and instead you're taking videos of someone who killed themselves.
Yeah.
And so if you want to be called an influencer,
Oh, wait, hold
fine.
on. No.
But
Whoa.
Stomp clap, baby.
What are we doing?
We are stomp clapping.
Get out of here.
All right, Logan Paul.
What about it,
Listen
Matt?
up.
What
kid.
about it? Let
Listen
him
up.
know.
You want to be an influencer? You're influencing people, and you have the choice to do it positively or negatively. You can do it with class, or you can do it with trash. And you're doing it with trash, my friend.
Oh,
you are
man.
trash and
Preach. Let him hear
You
it.
want to stop posting sorry videos. You don't have to do that. If you just put a little thought into behind the videos that you're going to make, you don't just wander around slapping strangers in the face and, like, putting your balls on somebody's face, even though that's hella funny. Listen, Logan Paul, here's the deal. You want to be an influencer? You want people to respect you? Here's what you got to do. Make a video that doesn't suck. Put a little thought into it, dude. Come on, man.
Bam!
Bang!
Man, I really like this bit we came up
This
with
is
today.
fun. Stomp clap.
Stomp, clap, rants.
Stomp clap moment. That is my thing. You want to be an influencer, you want to be taken seriously, take your work seriously. You have endless forum to say whatever you want to change the world.
You need more stomp clap
In any way
music?
you want. And the way you choose to do it is the laziest. It's just lowest common denominator.
I just think it's so funny that we're now
good for you.
we're lecturing
lecturing
him.
people.
We're lecturing him on being mature.
My life
as we're
stinks. I'm a
stomp-
child.
As
But
we're
listen,
stomp,
you're worse.
clamp ranting over the end of the thing. All right, we got to wrap this show up here in a second. Thank you to everyone who's listened, and
Yes.
I promise you this will be more regular if you email me questions,
we'll put it on you
tweet
guys.
at me.
If you
No,
guys
no,
are
no,
better
it's my fault.
fans, we'll do it more. Just kidding.
No, it's my fault. I was in the middle of navigating corporate entities and doing the best I could. Really doing the best I could, man. And for everybody from the Burt Show who's listening right now, I miss you guys, love you guys. I'm excited for you guys to listen to my new show on AMP 97.1 in Los Angeles on the podcast platform from radio.com. And I'll try to get some stuff up here. But I did have that period of time where you have to, you have people who are paying checks, man. And
he had a billion things going on. Like, for real, Brian always has a billion things going on, but it was like next level. I mean, you didn't even, there was like 0 days that passed in the transition from Burt Show to.
No, man, I was flying back and forth. I was doing the best.
You were doing both.
I mean, when you're starting a brand new show, that's the time. I mean, in a city like Los Angeles, you've got. I mean, they're not messing around, man. When your objective is you versus Seacrest. I don't know if you guys have heard of Ryan Seacrest, but he's kind of got a little bit of a lock on the game down here.
He's pretty good. That's like maybe. Yeah, it's like look out. I can't think of anybody.
Oh man, you had so much steam going,
I know.
and you just
I
fell
think I need
apart.
a stomp clap. I'm actually kind of sweaty from that.
You were. I'm going to
sweaty.
post the video on Instagram right now of your stomp clapping with the link to the podcast because it is unbelievable. All right, so anyway, long story short, we got all that stuff
back, baby.
all that stuff
We are
unraveled.
back.
I really think that we're going to take this podcast to the next level in terms of. I hate that saying too. Next level.
We've been doing it
Oh
for a
my
long time,
God.
dude.
Hold on, I need to give myself
can
one
you
of
please?
these. Oh,
Yeah,
you idiots!
That was
Yes, I
bad.
can
You just
and
derailed yourself.
I know. As I hate that saying. Next level.
Listen, you guys, we're gonna give it 110%. There's no I in
Yeah,
podcast.
you know, put your hand in the dirt, get back there, pin your ears back. There's
Yeah,
no
that's
I.
right.
There's no I in team.
There's no I in podcast.
There's
either.
an I in Brian.
There's an I in Brian. There's
so-
a big capital I.
No, I'm excited because I think that we'll have access to bring in for you'll still get the same sort of ridiculousness with Patrick and I. We're bringing back Brew Evolution, but in a different way.
Ooh, yeah, we're gonna call that the Hard Pass.
The Hard Pass
We're gonna
the
get
Hard
all
Pass
the
episodes where we make people come in here and read their awful scripts.
scripts that never got
That
the
never
Hard
get made.
Pass.
Yeah. And we'll have, hopefully we get some musicians in here, some like famous folks, some actors and stuff in for quick. And trust me, they won't be interviews that don't sound. I mean, there'll be interviews where in the middle of it, we're just going, hey, what does number 15 do? Oh, that's serenading right
Yeah,
there.
that makes me have to pee real bad.
But that's 20. We have 30 more seconds of this.
30 more seconds. I wonder if it gets any more interesting.
I feel like this should be like a yoga thing, like deep breathe, take in the world.
Yeah. Now find your spirit person. Mine is Tom Hardy. Oh, that's what I should have said. I'm no Tom Hardy.
Breathe out.
That'd be like me being
The
like, I'm going to be
negative.
Tom Hardy. Breathe in the Tom Hardy. breathe out
Anyway,
the
so
Tom
that's the
Hardy.
kind of vibe we're gonna have when we have people in here. Oh, geez, it's still going. Oh God, the raging river will not stop.
That's
Okay,
Babbling Brook.
So for a few of you guys who hit us up on Facebook. Hit us up. That's another one.
God, what is wrong with you? You're a cliche machine.
I am right
Back
now.
in LA for 10 seconds, and you sound like they already have enough crappy morning radio, Brian. They don't need another bad DJ.
Hit me up on the IG.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of being back in LA for a second, and I think this is worldwide now when it comes to men at the gym. Why is every dude now wearing like
those yoga pants where their balls are all smashed up on the side?
But underneath their basketball shorts like they're Steph Curry or something. Like you're not LeBron James, homie. Get off. Like they're wearing 9 layers of clothes at the gym to look cool. I mean, granted, I'm saying that today because I was wearing basketball shorts I've had for like 9 years that had paint stains on them. Yeah. But whatever. I'm not jealous. I'm just saying
Here's the deal. You're not supposed to look that cool at the gym. I don't mind that. If you put shorts over them, it's like, do what you want, dude. The guys who don't wear the shorts over them, and it's just those like super thin material, and you can see the complete outline of their twig and giggleberries.
I'm gonna look every time. I'm gonna look. I got in trouble the other. No, I didn't get in trouble.
Excuse me, sir. My eyes are up here.
I got in trouble for tearing up the guy's junk. No. I didn't get in trouble. I thought this was more relatable than I guess it is. So maybe it's a weird thing for me. I don't know. But people wear skinny jeans. I can't not try to guess what's in their pockets based on the imprints on their legs because you just have all this stuff.
Sure.
So let me tell you a quick story. We have this social media manager named Mikey at the radio station. And he's like giving us this tutorial, like all the stations, like world famous K-Rock, like the Wave, like all these huge stations, our AMP, we're all in there. And Mikey's like, he's the social media guru, used to work at Live Nation and the Hard Rock Cafe. Coordinating all their social platforms. And he's like telling us like, well, the best, one way to get engagement on Facebook is to ask a question because they want interaction, right? Sure. And someone from like the news station's like, well, the other day I posted a question about if people thought that the construction on the 101 interchange was beneficial or was it not? And we got quite a bit of interaction on the page. And I'm like, boring.
Yeah.
So I noticed that Mikey was wearing skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Had about 1,900 things in his pocket, right?
Sure.
And I was fixated on, dude, do you need you have a back pocket?
Tic Tacs? Was there Tic Tacs?
I mean, dude, I'm telling you, this thing, it looked like a fanny pack on his left leg.
Or like it had been tucked under the skin in like some weird surgical
dude, it was
thing where he's like smuggling. He's like a mule.
It was so much stuff.
Just like a wallet mule.
I couldn't focus. And so I took a picture of it and I posted it on my Facebook. And I was like, am I the only one who sees someone with skinny jeans and can't not look
Dude,
to see
he's the one who told you to post a question.
So here's where it got real weird. Here's where it got real weird. I don't even know this guy. I don't know him. Met him twice.
Yeah.
And I raised my hand. I go, hey, I just posted a question on Facebook with a photo trying to get people to guess what's in your pants pocket.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He got so weird.
Oh, man.
Because I guess, here's the thing.
Oh, Mikey didn't like it.
No.
Hey, Mikey, he hates it. Hey, Mikey, what's in your pocket?
Dude, so I guess when he got hired, he said, hey, I'm really good at social and stuff like that. I just don't want to have to public speak too much.
Oh, Brian just roasting him up there. Like it's, come
whoopsies.
on. Like a cheap shot.
Oh, it was super bad. Anyways, okay, let me go back. Speaking of asking questions on social media. Sorry, I derailed myself.
Yeah, this is, okay, so it's good to ask questions on social media, Brian. You then have to read the questions and answer the questions.
Shout out to Catherine. Shout out.
God, what's wrong with you?
Why am I doing this?
Why don't you play an air horn?
Do we have anything that's super hacky in here? Hold on, let me find something.
Let me find
sound effects and bits. No, sound effects, fun effects. Ooh, fun effects.
Yeah, of course. I love that.
That one's pretty good, actually. I like that one.
So good.
How about this one? That's how we're gonna end the show, by the way.
Yeah, we should end the show with that. That's good. What's that from?
Sorry. Catherine Garcia. The Bird Show app, I don't think we'll have our podcast anymore, but it'll still be on Audio Boom and Radio.com's app, which is the other company's app. But I will be posting this on the same page that I'm talking.
Yeah, don't worry about it. If you're listening to it right now, you already figured it out.
Yeah. The show is starting this Thursday morning, 6 to 10, 97.1 Los Angeles, and live streaming on radio.com. But for you super fans, oh my God,
dang,
what's wrong with me?
You're grossing me out.
Jeez,
you're making me nauseous. I feel sick.
God, I need a break, man. See, you know what? You started off weak. I'm ending
You're
this thing.
ending
Oh,
weak.
just so bad.
God.
Right
See,
now.
I'd rather end strong.
All right. For folks that want to know, we have a top secret show. It's going to be Monday night, technically Tuesday morning, 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. on 97.1.
Hot
and
fire.
It's going to be a little bit wild because we're just going to drop songs and like talk and do whatever just to get familiar with the studio. Don't tell anyone I told you that. It's very top secret.
Shh.
And if you do, call in because we're going to take wild phone calls and stuff. Okay. We got, okie dokie. Ashley Huffins wants to know about the update in L.A. It's great so far. I moved in with my friend Ryan. New York Ryan, he'll be on the podcast. He's from Queens.
He's a treat.
Currently, my room looks like a broke-ass comedian's room.
Sure does.
I'm a homeowner in Atlanta and a broke-ass comedian
you are
in
the
LA.
poorest-looking person
I have
has
I have a
money.
mattress on the floor, a nice mattress I ordered from lol.com. It's one of those ones that it, like magically like foam inflates. Like you take it out of the box and it just magically inflates, and it's very comfortable. It's on the floor, but I got sheets and I got a duvet.
But I got sheets.
I got a duvet.
Wow, you're just such a grown man.
I mean, dude, come on. A duvet when you're a broke-ass comedian, not going to happen.
I don't even know what
All
that
my
is.
clothes are hung up. I've got like a full-length mirror.
Is that like, is a duvet the blanket that you put another blanket inside?
A duvet, yeah, a duvet. The duvet cover goes over the duvet.
See, I'm always about just leaving the blanket out of the duvet. And just...
You need the, no, man. You need a duvet cover because you can wash that.
Okay, I got you.
You understand why you might need to wash that?
I thought it was just a big sleeping bag. I've been sleeping in the duvet.
Just button it up around your head.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's been great. I'm doing stand up again out here, and yeah, hopefully, I don't know. Maybe you'll see me. I mean, I'm supposed to be going in soon for some stuff, maybe with E, some red carpet things here and there, or just ranting, just talking about nonsense.
Stomp, clap, city, baby.
Nah,
That's what we're gonna call this.
Oh,
this
Stomp
podcast.
Clap City. Oh,
Yeah, Stomp,
no,
Clap,
this
City.
episode's gonna be called Stomp Clap City. All right, here we have an actual question, and this question is: what's harder, stand up or morning radio, and how do I do both? Stand up. Well, that's not fair to say. Stand up was harder for me.
Stand up makes it harder for your friends to tolerate you. Morning radio makes you money and is a good idea.
Morning radio is hard too, but I don't think I could do either without the other. You know what I'm saying? Like I think stand up. What makes me good at radio is two things.
You also couldn't do stand up without morning radio because stand up pays dirt and morning radio pays
I love
money.
stand up, man. I love getting up there. I love meeting people. I love talking to everybody. I think the thing with stand up is this. I realize I bring a different perspective to morning radio. Comedy let me hone my ability to
Roast Mikey at the...
Yeah. That was a bad move. No, you know what I'm saying? Like it helped me refine my voice and how I want to speak and how I want to entertain people. It helped me push my mind to like come up with funny ideas. I think my lack of radio experience, my first 10 years of my career is actually a bonus for me because I don't know what's hacky. I don't want to do the thing that everyone's done.
Oh, my God. You know what the worst part about radio, and I think this is a radio thing that's starting to phase out, is like you talk to a radio person and they're talking normal, and then they're like, oh, hey, we're about to go on the air. And then they're like, hey, it's Pat in the morning. I got an old man stuck in my throat.
It definitely is going. It's phasing out in
It's
the
just so
newer
stupid.
generations.
It's like
of
talk
radio.
with your
You just
regular
gotta get
voice,
able
sound
to
like an
talk.
idiot.
I mean, I will say
Sound
that
like a fool.
I have a different talking voice when I'm just speaking on the phone or when I'm like performing, and I consider radio performing. But I think the thing that's fun for me is that being able to be a special ed teacher, work in politics, get a master's in social work, struggle relentlessly, poor, a couple $100 to my name, in bunk beds with my brother here.
We were on different levels. We weren't in the same.
That's how it felt.
All those shots went straight to the penis.
Jesus.
It hurts, man.
All right, you're running out of gas. Patrick's running out of gas.
Back, baby.
No, I just think that's what I don't think I'd be in radio if it wasn't for the fact that I didn't do it first, and that I was in the commute and I was driving and I was going to jobs that were difficult, and I understand that there are harder things to do in life than get your ass out of bed in the morning and come up with funny ideas and goof around with your friends. And I'll never not lose perspective on that. Like, that part of it is amazing to me. Like,
So-
when the hardest part of your day is getting out of bed, woo, you got a great job.
That's it.
Because I remember the easiest part of my day when I was teaching in the high-intensity special autism high school classrooms, self-contained unit, was easiest part of my day was getting out of there. And I remember like sleeping in my car for an extra 5 minutes just because I had an extra 5 minutes and I didn't want to go in yet. I just wanted to take just my last 2 minutes of not having to work with kids that really, really needed a lot of assistance to get through their day. Was hard.
We appreciated it, Brian.
Oh, God, knock
Very
it off.
much. Very
you
much
did not
so.
appreciate it.
Yes, we did.
I appreciate everything.
Bitch, I see you.
Yeah. Does this mean we're over?
That's what it means, Pat.
Yes. Can we go get some noodle soup? I don't even care what kind of noodle soup, just like ramen or pho or maybe even like some other kind of noodle.
Can we have this conversation off air?
Yes, we can.
Would that work? All right. Thank you for listening to the Moot Points podcast. We will have another episode up hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, we're
at
after
least
it.
on Wednesday.
At least on Wednesday.
This is going up on this is
I
Monday.
got nothing to do.
We got Monday, Wednesday, and at least Friday this week. But ideally, we get these up every single week. And I appreciate you guys listening
Every
so
day.
much and hanging in there with us. And I'm sorry for the delay. I promise we'll never go away again.
We are back, baby.
That's all, folks.
I'm so glad you did that.
In our house, you're always home, even when your team's away. This is Miller's Ale House, and we are the House of Football. We're broadcasting every NFL game every week, all season long on over 60 TVs. And we've got all-day food and drink specials, including your choice of an order of zingers or a cheeseburger with a pint of beer. Huddle up at the House of Football. Find a Miller's Ale House near you.
Games are subject to blackout restrictions.